Last year on FM22, I asked a very simple question: is Gegenpress dead? It wasn't, so we're back in FM23 to ask the same question: has the new game killed Gegenpress? Hey everyone, welcome to the channel with me, Andrew, and yes, we're doing a very quick, easy, simple tactics test like we did last year, 12 months ago, to see whether Gegenpressing is still as effective as it is in the game. I think they try every year to tone down the pressing, increase the effects of stamina. We've seen a lot of the first touch mechanics have changed. So will Gegenpressing still have as much of an effect as it did on FM20, 21, and now 22 and potentially 23? I've loaded up a simple save with Liverpool, and it's the most basic Gegenpress. So it's Gegenpress preset. What I've changed is I've moved the two DMs to CM support, DLP, two advanced and inside forwards, wing backs. I've changed it to attacking. We've got passing to space, play out defence, higher tempo, nothing on the final third, counter pressing counter, distribute to the back line. We've got the high press, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, press much more often, defensive line step up more, and that's it. There are no player instructions. So there's no reason, there's not going to be a download link, because there's no, I've not done anything. It's the simple Gegenpress, just as effective as it was on the other FMs. So I'm going to sim through a season with Liverpool, and we'll see how they get on. End of the season, the results are in, the Gegenpress tactic played all the way through, didn't touch it, didn't pick a team, nothing, didn't change anything, and Liverpool have finished champions of England. They did lose 10 games though, 26 wins, 2 draws, 10 defeats, the most goals scored in the Premier League, 13 more than Man City, and they conceded 40, ranks as what, 5th, 4th and 5th, but only 8 off Spurs, who had the best defence, who only lost 2 fewer games than we did. So the Gegenpress worked. Now we'll quickly look at the squad stats. Salah, 27 goals, 20 assists. Darwin Nunez, 27 goals, 7 assists. Luis Diaz, 20 goals, 11 assists. And Roberto Firmino, I think was playing as the AM, 23 goals, 5 assists. And what I wanted to look at is, we'll go Data Hub first of all. Hi Data Hub. Passing dynamics. Fewer passes allowed against, fewer passes completed. Okay. We've got the overall general performance, 2.39 goals per game, 21 shots. The conceded around 1. Everything else is higher than what we'd expect from the average. Team attacking. There you go. Attacking's on point. Team defending. Fewer clearances per game. Conceded was lower though, tackles attempted was actually lower, interceptions higher at 32.37, and there has been some additions in the team detailed stats for pressing, which we'll get. Let's have a look at the numbers. Expected goals over performance, we were just under. Okay. Expected goals for, the highest 94, and we scored 91. Non-penalty expected goals, way the highest, 17 ahead. Non-penalty goals per 90, love that, 2.38, way ahead of everyone else. Chances created, way top. Shots for, 100 more than Man City. Shots on target, 40 more. This is cool. Progressive passes, 2006, way more than anyone else. High intensity sprints, more than Man United. Final third passes 4, again like 150 more than anyone else, which shows that we are pressing high up, we're winning the ball, we're passing into the final third, everyone's high intensity sprints. This shows to me that Gegenpressing is effective as it always has been. There's some defensive ones as well, Shots on target against, just below Man City, 139, it's fine. Passes attempted against, the fewest. So we are not letting teams pass the ball. And the one that shows that, the one that shows how effective, forgot the word, your pressing is the opposition presses per defensive action, OPPDA. So this is how many passes the opposition makes before you do something defensively, like the interception and block clearance. Leading the league 3.02. Averaging the one less pass against per game. It's going to be interesting to see where these numbers go when you do like a really, really great tactic or a bad tactic, but to lead the Premier League in opposition passes per defensive action is exactly what this tactic should be doing, and it did. Final third passes against, the lowest again. We are stopping teams from passing the ball in our final third. Now, could this tactic be improved? Of course it could. We need to look at roles, we need to look at instructions, but as a base, just going attacking, tweaking a couple of things, we've won the Premier League and we have bossed all the pressing stats. Is Gegenpress dead? No, it is very, very much alive, and it seems to be the way to go. Now we've got more stats to show how effective it is. This has been interesting. From what I've seen of other people's streams, the pressing defences capitalising on their poor first touching and the more bobbly reactions seems to work wonders. So there we go, first test. Gegenpressing works, the Liverpool are champions and scored more goals even with Erling Haaland with 28 goals. Raul Jimenez, 24 goals. Skamaka did well. Salah with the second highest average rating, top in assists. Alisson 15 clean sheets. So even though we're going attacking and we're pressing, still to me defensively sound. And what I wanted to show you is how random this game is, and this is why it's still the beta as well. This here, 4-1 loss to Man United. We had an XG of 3.52 and lost 4-1. Fabinho missed a penalty, that'll take it to 2.8, still massively ahead. Now, this is the goal that shows you it's still the beta. De Gea kicks it out, goes long. What do we think happens here? Do we think these two defenders maybe look at the ball even once? Nope. It just baffles me, the positioning of how they would let the ball just drop. A bit like Salah did against City, to be fair. Ronaldo gets a touch, and then... So both centre-backs haven't looked at the ball yet. Ronaldo chips it. Alisson does that. Don't understand the game. Everyone apparently played really bad, although we had 27 shots, 13 on target and boss possession and completed the same amount of passes. De Gea had an 8.8, of course he did. How many saves did De Gea make? 14 shots, face, 7 saves, 5 parries, saves tipped, conceded 1. So yeah, the game still has its issues, but the tactic, to me, even in a game they lost 4-1, the tactic still works. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you can see that. Just get your Gegenpressing on, get all turned up to the max, go for it. We're kicking off our beta save of Leo. The link should be up there. We're going to have Wonder Kid stuff. We're going to have, once we get into the main game, experiments, training, tactics, all the good stuff. If you've enjoyed this, please drop a like on the video. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of that stuff coming up. I've said stuff a lot and I've learned how to use my left hand. I was doing a lot of right hand action before. That sounds bad. Guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, from me, Andrew. Cheers.